Establishing wide shot of vast ocean at sunset. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a vast ocean, watching the waves crash in, one after another. Each wave is a moment in your life, gone forever once it hits the shore. What if you realized too late that you've been letting those waves slip away, wasted on nothing? Today, let's dive into a story that might just change how you see your time. Stick around, because this could be the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. Character enters scene from behind, facing the ocean. Let me tell you about Alex. He was just like so many of us, a regular guy in his late 20s, living in a small apartment in the city. Alex had big dreams once. As a kid, he loved drawing. He'd spend hours sketching superheroes and far-off worlds, dreaming of becoming an artist one day. His teachers said he had real talent. But as he grew up, life got in the way. Or at least, that's what he told himself. Close-up of character face with quiet regret. After high school, Alex got a job at a local coffee shop. It was supposed to be temporary, just to pay the bills while he figured things out. But days turned into weeks, and weeks into years. He'd come home exhausted, flop on the couch, and scroll through his phone for hours. I'll start that art course tomorrow, he'd think. Today, I just need to relax. Netflix binges, video games, endless social media feeds, they became his routine. Laziness crept in like a quiet thief, stealing his time bit by bit. Character sitting alone on the beach, melancholic. Alex had friends who were moving forward. His best buddy, Mike, started a small business online. Another friend, Sarah, went back to school and landed a job she loved. Alex would see their posts and feel a twinge of envy, but then he'd shrug it off. "I've got time," he'd say. "I'm young. There's no rush." He ignored the little voice inside that whispered, "What are you waiting for?" Symbolic hourglass morphing sand into waves. Mornings were the worst. His alarm would buzz at 7 a.m., but he'd hit snooze 5 times, dragging himself out of bed just in time to rush to work. At the coffee shop, he'd daydream about his sketches, but by evening he'd be too tired to pick up a pencil. Weekends. They'd vanish in a haze of sleeping in and hanging out aimlessly. Time felt endless, like an infinite resource he could always refill. Conflict moment with dark clouds gathering, heavy guilt. But here's where things started to shift. One rainy afternoon, Alex got a call from his mom. She sounded different. Tired. Worried. "Alex, your grandma isn't doing well," she said. "The doctors say it's her heart. You should come visit soon." Grandma had always been his biggest cheerleader. She was the one who'd bought him his first set of art supplies, telling him, "Time is like a canvas, kiddo. Paint it with purpose." He promised he'd visit that weekend. Emotional turning point, kneeling with tears and sketchbook. But laziness won again. "I'll go next week," he thought. "Work's busy, and the weather's bad." Next week turned into the one after. He kept putting it off, buried in his distractions. Then, 2 months later, another call came. This time, it was sobs on the line. Grandma was gone. Just like that. Alex felt like the world stopped. He drove to the funeral in a daze, guilt weighing on him like a heavy coat. Sitting there, listening to stories about her life, he realized how much time she'd invested in others, in him. She volunteered at the community center, traveled in her 60s, learned new skills even when she was old. She never wasted a day, his mom said through tears. And Alex? He'd wasted so many. That night, back in his apartment, he couldn't sleep. He pulled out an old sketchbook from under his bed, dusty and forgotten. Flipping through the pages, he saw his younger self's passion staring back. Tears blurred the lines. "What have I done?" he whispered to the empty room. All those hours lost to scrolling, sleeping, procrastinating, they added up to years. Opportunities missed, the art school application he never sent, the freelance gigs he ignored, the relationships he let fade because he was too busy being lazy. The guilt hit him hard. He thought about his dreams, gathering dust like that sketchbook. What if this was it? What if he kept going like this, and one day woke up old, full of regrets? The thought terrified him. It was like standing on a cliff, looking down at a life half-lived. That was his turning point, the moment everything crashed in. Hopeful shift, standing up as light breaks through clouds. The next morning, Alex didn't hit snooze. He got up at dawn, made coffee, and sat down to draw. It felt awkward at first, his hands rusty, but he pushed through. He signed up for an online art class that very day. No more tomorrows. Work felt different too. Instead of zoning out, he started chatting with customers, learning about their lives. One guy even mentioned a local art gallery looking for new talent. Character smiling with peace, holding sketchbook. But change wasn't easy. Laziness fought back. There were days he wanted to quit, to sink back into the couch. His mind would scream, just one more episode. That's when he remembered Grandma's words, time is like a canvas. He started small, setting timers for tasks, breaking big goals into tiny steps. He turned off notifications on his phone, created a schedule. It was a battle, but each win built momentum. Final resolution, walking confidently toward sunrise. Weeks turned into months. Alex finished his first art course and submitted pieces to that gallery. To his shock, they accepted one, a drawing inspired by his grandma, waves crashing on a shore, each one a memory. The opening night was magical. Friends came, his mom beamed with pride. For the first time, Alex felt alive, purposeful. He quit the coffee shop job not long after, going freelance as an illustrator. It wasn't overnight success, there were rejections, late nights, but he valued every minute. Time became his ally, not his enemy. He visited his mom more, reconnected with friends, even started running in the mornings. Life wasn't perfect, but it was his, painted with intention. Abstract symbolic, canvas being painted with waves. Now, pause for a second. Think about your own life. Are you letting time slip through your fingers like Alex did? That lazy habit, the one that says later, it's sneaky. It promises comfort but delivers regret. But here's the good news, it's never too late to change. Not until it is. Value your time, friends. It's the one thing you can't get back. Quit laziness before it steals your dreams. Start small today, a walk, a call to a loved one, that goal you've been delaying. Remember, every wave that crashes is a chance to make a mark. Don't let them wash away empty. You've got this. Paint your canvas boldly. Final motivational shot. Walking toward bright horizon. And if this story hit home, hit that like button, subscribe for more tales that inspire, and share it with someone who needs a nudge. Until next time, make every moment count.